guys, Jay! Welcome back to the channel. So guys, some great new artwork from, you guessed it, Manuel Eduardo Coritas Roy Juarez on Instagram has just dropped again. He's really giving us a lot to celebrate because this time the cartoon collection has been unveiled. All the wonderful artwork on the backing cards is just here for us to take in, and I can't wait to see what new figures and possibly new Easter eggs are hidden inside the pages, or the artwork, if you will, of this wonderful backing art. Huge shout once again to our good friend Roy Juarez, Manuel Eduardo Coritas. Let's take a look at what he posted earlier this afternoon for the cartoon collection. Let's have a look. I don't know how it happened, guys, but according to the ToyBook.com, A Toy Store Near You Season 7, which was a nacelle television series, has been launched. If you guys haven't seen the show, it is a great look at some amazing toy stores and the people behind them. As a matter of fact, they've invited a whole bunch of different toy tubers to be guests and experts, and for some reason, they included this guy. Why is he even there? I mean, Pixel Dan, I get, but why that guy? If you guys want to check out A Toy Store Near You Season 7, you can catch it streaming on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Google Play, and even YouTube. It was so great being invited by Cell to actually be a part of this and join in the fun. Guys, definitely check out A Toy Store Near You Season 7, streaming right now. Guys, I gotta tell you, this was amazing news that Guys, thanks to our good friends over at ToyHabts.com, a wonderful website for toy news all year round. Give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. Earlier today, they reported on Wave 23 for the cartoon collection being unveiled on Manuel Eduardo Coritas Roy Juarez's Instagram page. And I want to take a deep dive, take a look at the article that they wrote all about this brand new Wave release, and see exactly what was announced on Roy Juarez's Instagram page. Let's have a look. Heading over to the article, Wave 23 package reveals and teases. The Toy Sorceress has been busy gathering all the information that was collected from Roy Juarez's Instagram page. And I gotta tell you guys, there's a lot to take in here. Brand new Easter eggs to be found all over the place. And if we're really lucky, we might find new teased figures in the background, which could be released very, very soon into the cartoon collection. Let's have a look at this, guys. Heading over to Manuel Eduardo Coritas on Instagram, Roy Juarez dropping another bombshell for us. Oh my gosh, this is crazy, guys. And this is where ToyHabts found all this great information for the Wave 23 release of the cartoon collection. For the next wave of figures, and I want to take a deep dive and see what type of Easter eggs we can find in this brand new release. Courtesy of Manuel Eduardo Coritas, Roy Juarez himself. This is absolutely insane, everybody. Featuring the wonderful artwork of FETCH Francisco Etchart. Francisco is literally just killing it these days, and Roy wanted to showcase all these wonderful new images from the cartoon collection. Let's not waste any more time, guys. Let's take a look. There it is, everybody. We're being treated to this wonderful new video, which is showcasing a whole bunch of different cards, and I am really excited about the ones that are being featured for this wave. We have Leech, we have He-Man, and of course we have Catra. Let's take a deeper dive and see if there's anything we can glean off of these cards, because this is out of this world. There's He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe, but something's going on. What's happening to He-Man's eyes? Is he possessed? Is he kind of under a spell? No, guys, this is not He-Man. This is Faker, evil robot of Skeletor. And on the backing card, we can see Faker doing battle with He-Man as he nearly throws him off into the endless chasm of Castle Grayskull. Zooming in closer, we can see some wonderful details here of the backing card. We see Faker standing on the precipice of the bottomless chasm in front of Castle Grayskull, and holding on for dear life is He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Just behind him, we can see Skeletor commanding Faker using his magical abilities, and this was featured off of the episode, The Shipping Staff. The colors here are absolutely gorgeous. I love the way everything looks. The purple hues, the wonderful castle in the background, and of course the chasm ledge where He-Man is just holding on for dear life. This is a great scene and totally reminds me of the way it looked in the Filmation episode. Francisco Etchart has really killed this one, and I love it. No real Easter eggs to speak of here unless we take a look at the castle itself. They keep teasing the castle, and I'm really starting to wonder if we're actually going to get ourselves a Filmation-style Castle Grayskull. Oh my god, guys! Wouldn't that be amazing? Scrolling down further, we can see some of the additional features that are included with Faker. He includes a swappable head and twisting into powerful battle positions. Pretty standard for this release. But we really do need to take a look at the front of the box, which celebrates the 40th anniversary of She-Ra, Princess of Power. We can see that standard card now with He-Man in the Master Universe, Hordak hovering in the background of Castle Grayskull, just giving that ominous evil feeling. And there he is, Faker, the evil doppelganger of He-Man. We can see those wonderful glowing eyes. I love it. And this is just an easy win for Mattel. Faker is such a fan favorite, and it really is just a reissue of He-Man exactly the same with a brand new head sculpt, which is freaking awesome. And if you did miss out on He-Man for some strange reason, you can pick up this new version with He-Man's new alternate head. You really can fool a whole bunch of people thinking that this is He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Let's move on to the next character in the line. That character, of course, being Leech from the Evil Horde. This is awesome. Let's take a look and see what Easter eggs we can find, if any, for the Master Universe Cartoon Collection Leech. There it is, guys, that wonderful backing card art. Let's zoom in and see if there's anything we can find in this artwork as seen on Into Etheria, which actually, fun fact, is the original Princess of Power Secret of the Sword movie split into multiple parts with additional extra scenes filled in so that it can actually be broadcast on television. This is a wonderful new backing card art done by FETCH Francisco Etchart, and I love it. Take a look, guys. We see Leech himself literally draining the energy from Bo, one of the Great Rebellion. And if you remember that scene from the movie, he just finished taking all of Glimmer's powers and then moved on to taking away all of the energy from Bo. We can also see members of the Evil Horde in the background. We see Montana, who's already been released. We see Force Captain Adora. Oh my gosh! Does this mean that Force Captain Adora is on the way? Guys, I am super excited about that. But also featured on the background is Scorpia. We've all been waiting for Scorpia, everybody. Scorpia, of course, being a fan favorite who was never actually released in the Master Universe original action figures from the 80s, and she was also not released for the Princess Power line. So finally being able to get a 5.5-inch scale Scorpia would be absolutely thrilling. Moving a little further down, we do see all of the features for Leech. His hands and feet stick to smooth surfaces like glass and mirrors. And of course, the cross-cell, once again, depicting how many figures are in this release. Moving on to the front of the backing card, we can see Leech in his plastic prison. He doesn't really come with many accessories, but the cartoon aesthetic look of this figure is just amazing. His color is a little bit lighter than I would have expected. Even in the cartoon series, I think he was a little bit darker in color than this. However, everything else about him is 100% Filmation inspired. Moving down further, we can see that he does actually come with a blaster weapon, and each of these figures does come with a mini-comic depicting the story within. I really love the new head sculpt for Leech. He looks absolutely ferocious and a wonderful addition to the Master Universe Cartoon Collection. Let's take a look at the last figure featured today, who is Catra. That's right, it's Catra, the main rival of Adora and one of the most feared foes of the Great Rebellion. Taking a quick look at the artwork on the back of the backing card, this is so much fun, actually depicting how Catra transformed in the animation, literally morphing from her humanoid form down to her cat form. And this one is really interesting, guys. This particular scene is lifted from the episode Magic Cats. And if we take a quick look in the background, there actually are a couple of Magic Cats, and we are in the land of the Magic Cats underground. Now you might be asking yourself, what are Magic Cats? Well, heading over to the Grayskull Wiki, heman.fandom.com, we found out that Magic Cats was actually an episode written by none other than Michael J. Straczynski. For those of you who don't know, Michael J. Straczynski is a prominent writer and director and has worked on films such as The Changeling in 2008, Ninja Assassins in 2009, and even had a cameo and main writing duties on Thor back in 2011. And has also written for Marvel Comics under The Amazing Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Superman, Earth 1, Wonder Woman, Before Watchmen, and of course has written for television, including this episode, Magic Cats. According to the wiki, Magic Cats are a race of feline humanoids that inhabit the underground of Etheria in the 1985 animated series She-Ra and the Princess of Power. The Magic Cats used to live on the surface of Etheria before the Horde occupation began. But once it did happen, the Magic Cat Queen ordered her people to flee underground to the city of Half Moon, where the Evil Horde began to take prisoners everywhere. And eventually, she herself was taken captive by the Evil Horde. And it's interesting to find out the history of the Magic Cat Queen, as she has a very similar resemblance in her cat form to Catra. And of course, the reason for this is that her magical mask was actually stolen from her and given to Catra in order to give her those transformational powers. Unfortunately, this caused the mask to be tainted by evil and unable to ever be used for good ever again. So in actuality, the form that Catra inhabits is that of the Magic Cat Queen. The two Magic Cats we actually see in the background of this wonderful illustration are the Magic Cats Percival and Sertal, who were heavily featured in that episode. So I'm wondering now if we're actually going to get either of these Magic Cats as action figures in the cartoon collection. Wouldn't that be something? Taking a look once again at the front of the packaging, Catra, the Jealous Beauty. We can see Catra here featured with her wonderful mask that was obviously stolen from the Queen of the Magic Cats. And we see her other cat form, which of course resembles the original Queen of the Magic Cats herself. It really is fascinating to hear that kind of history for Princess of Power. She also comes with that wonderful mini-comic, and it's going to be great to finally get these guys into our collections. I want to give a huge shout out to our good friends over at ToyHabts.com. They are a wonderful news resource for toy news all year round. Give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. And of course, a huge shout out going to Roy Juarez, Manuel Eduardo Coritas on Instagram, as well as FETCH Francisco Etchart, who made these wonderful illustrations and package design for the Master Universe Cartoon Collection. Guys, the Master Universe Cartoon Collection continues to have releases all throughout 2024, and I can't wait until we get these figures into our hands, as the Cartoon Collection seems to be going strong in 2024, leading into 2025. Wow, guys, I gotta tell you, I am absolutely through the moon with what we're being treated to on these amazing backing cards. Huge shout out goes out to Roy Juarez, Manuel Eduardo Coritas on Instagram, FETCH Francisco Etchart, who of course did some amazing artwork for these wonderful backing cards, and of course our good friends over at ToyHabts.com. Give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. Guys, what are your thoughts about the brand new artwork reveals for the Master Universe Cartoon Collection, Faker, Leech, and of course Catra? Are you guys as excited as I am for these brand new reveals, especially since they should be coming soon now that they have been officially revealed as artwork on the backing cards? And are you guys as excited as I am of these brand new Easter eggs that could be gleaned a little bit? Scorpia, Adora, possibly some of the Magic Cats. Maybe we'll get the Magic Cat Queen. I'm telling you guys, being a fan of the Master Universe Cartoon Collection is just getting better and better. Or are you just a little bit frustrated that they continue to push all these secondary and tertiary, or are you just kind of fed up that they keep pushing the other lines like the Cartoon Collection and the Turtles of Grayskull, and even teasing new lines like Thundercats crossed with Master Universe, and not trying to finish off the Master Universe Origins series, considering there are really only a handful of actual figures left to go. And now they're introducing the Sketchbook series, another line, which just keeps prolonging the inevitable. Let me know those comments in the comment section below, guys. Master Universe just continues to kill it in 2024, leading into 2025. And I gotta tell you, I am super excited at everything that's been showcased. And on the subject of Easter eggs, we did catch some amazing looking Easter eggs on the Masterverse box art, which you guys can take a look at here. I did a whole deep dive into the Masterverse artwork, packaging design, and I am through the moon that we might even be getting Queen Marlena and some Beast People in the line very, very soon. You can take a look at that episode right here, and I'll see you guys there. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, and as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey, everybody. Geek proud.